If you are good Lean Six Sigma specialist, project manager, product owner, or any management position, you have to be able to establish the chain of events. Let's take a look. Lean Six Sigma operates through a structured, data-driven chain of events, known as DMAIC. This cycle is used to improve existing processes by reducing variation, which applies to Six Sigma, and eliminating waste, which applies to Lean. Define the problem. Step 1. The first phase establishes the foundation, scope, and goals of the project. Identify the problem or clearly define the issue, process, or inefficiency to be addressed. Define project goals. Set clear, measurable objectives. Clarify customer requirements, means identify the voice of the customer in order to align improvements with actual customer needs. And create a project charter. Document the team scope and timeline. Measure the current state. The second phase involves gathering data to establish a baseline of the current process performance. Collect data or gather data on defects, cycle times, process steps. Map the process. Create a process map, could be a flow chart, to visualize steps and identify potential areas for improvement. And verify data accuracy. Analyze. Analyze means the root cause. The third phase involves analyzing the collected data to pinpoint the root causes of problems or inefficiencies. Involves identify root causes and use statistical tools. Improve. Improve means the solution. The fourth phase involves developing, testing, and implementing solutions that directly addresses the root causes identified in the analyze step. Involves two sub-steps. Develop solutions, for example, brainstorm and select improvements, and implementing lean tools and techniques. And pilot the solutions, or means testing solutions on a small scale before full production implementation. And control the sustainability. The final phase involves sustaining the gains from the improvement and monitoring the process to prevent it from returning to its previous state. Involves a few sub-steps like monitor the process using some kind of charts and metrics, standardize processes, which means documenting new procedures, ensure consistency, make it official standard in your organization, and create a control plan. Now, let's determine the chain of events. Once again, in Lean Six Sigma, determining the chain of events represents the sequence of actions, decisions, and failures leading to a problem. Map as is process. Define measure phase. Before understanding what went wrong, you must map out the process is actually operating, how it is actually operating, not how it's supposed to operate in the future. You can use CPOC diagram, process mapping, flowcharting techniques, you need to document them, and Gemba walk, about which you're already aware, means physically observe the process to identify waste and bottlenecks in real time. Second step, identify potential causes, analyze phase. Once the process is mapped, you look for the specific actions that led to the problem. You might use fishbone or Ishikawa diagram, categorize potential causing uses the 6 M's like manpower, machines, methods, materials, measurement, and mother nature. to brainstorm factors contributing to the problem. And event mapping or timeline. Create a detailed timeline of events leading up to a failure, noting timestamps, personnel involved, and specific conditions, especially for critical one-time failures. Trace the causal chain or analyze phase. These steps link the symptoms to the root cause. Use 5 whys technique. Use root cause analysis. And apply if-then analysis. Validate the causes means analyze, improve phase. Use data to confirm that the identified chain of events is actually responsible for the problem. You are using data collection and analysis like statistical tools and patterns, root causes variations, and verifications, including correlation, regression, hypothesis testing, etc. And control the process, control phase. You're using standard operating procedures, which are SOP. SOPs exist in every type of industries. SOP means standard operating procedure for your particular organization internally. Once the chain of events is understood and broken, update procedures to ensure the new process prevents future occurrences. And control charts. You're in control, so you're using real-time control charts. Implement monitoring system to detect early signals of the chain of events reoccurring.